Let's talk about a scene that plays out in, well, probably too many homes. That nightly struggle over homework, the rising frustration, the hidden tears. It's this cycle that feels absolutely impossible to break. But what if the reason for all of it isn't what we've been told it is? It starts right here, doesn't it? That familiar knot in your stomach. You just went over this. You explained it, you walked through it, and poof, it's gone. It feels like they're not even trying, and that is just so frustrating. But okay, let's flip the coin. On the other side, for your child, it isn't about defiance at all. It's this quiet, sinking fear, this little voice in their head saying, "What's wrong with me? Why can't I get this?" And that fear, that's what makes them shut down. And this right here is the most important place to start. This isn't about pointing fingers. It's not a story about a bad parent or a lazy kid. The real cause of all this conflict is something totally different, something that's usually invisible. See, the real problem is an overloaded system. So let's peel back the layers of behavior and look at the symptoms for what they really are. They're basically distress signals from a mind that has just hit its limit. You've seen this, I'm sure, that 1,000-yard stare. They're looking right at the page or even right at you, but they're not really there. That isn't just daydreaming. It's a full-on cognitive shutdown. The brain's just pulled the emergency brake.
Or how about this one? The quick little nod. Yep, got it. This is pure survival mode. It isn't about trying to trick you. It's about trying to escape. Agreeing is just the fastest way to end a conversation that's making them feel stressed out and inadequate.
And there it is, the phrase we all love to hate, the one we immediately slap the procrastination label on. But 9 times out of 10, "I'll do it later" is just a desperate request for a timeout from a task that feels completely impossible. This is such a powerful way to picture it, isn't it? Cognitive overload. Every single demand, focus, remember this, do that. It's another pull on that rubber band. And after a while, it just doesn't snap back anymore. It's just stretched out, limp. So this is absolutely crucial. We just assume kids are born knowing how to do these things. But skills like memory, concentration, organizing your thoughts, these aren't factory settings. They have to be taught. And without them, the brain is just drowning in a sea of chaotic information it has no tools to manage. Once you get that, it allows you to completely reframe the entire problem. We're not dealing with laziness here. We're dealing with a glitch in the system. And this is where we get to move from blaming to diagnosing. I mean, look at this. On the left, you've got the old story. It's a dead end of blame and conflict. But on the right, that's the new diagnosis. It's not a moral problem. It's a technical one, a glitch, an overloaded brain, an untrained skill. And you know what the best part about glitches is? They can be fixed. And that brings us to the core idea, the untrained brain. Think about it. We teach our kids to ride a bike, we take them to soccer practice to train their bodies. But the most powerful muscle they have, the one they need for everything, we just kind of expect it to figure things out all by itself. So if the problem is a lack of training, what's the solution? Well, it's definitely not more pressure. It's a whole new path, one that's built on trust and actual training. It's about building them up, not just demanding more from them. And the method itself is so straightforward. First, it all starts with trust. You have to create a safe space where it's okay to fail. Then you use small, simple, step-by-step exercises. Think of them like repped at a gym for the brain. And the whole point of it all is for the child to have that amazing moment of wonder, that moment they discover what they're truly capable of on their own. Because really, this whole journey isn't just about finishing homework or getting a better grade on a test. The real win here is something so much bigger, so much more important than that. Can you just imagine that moment, the look of total surprise on their face when a piece of information actually sticks in their brain? It's not just a fact they learned, it's a whole belief about themselves starting to shift. And then this happens. For a few minutes, all the noise just fades away, and there's just quiet focus, a feeling of being in control that maybe they've never ever felt before. It's a tiny victory that feels absolutely huge. And this is the real breakthrough. The fog finally lifts. All those confusing bits and pieces suddenly click into place. And for the first time, there's real understanding. Not just remembering something for a quiz, but actually getting it. And that's really the heart of it all. The goal isn't just a good report card. It's seeing a child who is no longer tense,
no longer holding their breath waiting for the next time they mess up. It's about a child who can finally, deeply, calmly exhale. Confident, capable. So maybe the real question we should be asking is, what would happen if we started treating our kids' brains not as buckets to be filled, but as muscles to be trained?